You've got two parts of the state, both of whom are equally nuts. Okay, you got the Alabama side, which I live with, and it embarrasses me during football season because I've got a wife over there. She just bought a book. I look through it, and it's, I learned who's this Lane Kiffin, the guy that they've hired. Look up what he majored in Fresno State, because I'm afraid I will get it wrong. And I generally look at what football players major in, because I can always they have these, it's usually sports management but Lane did something like leisure management services. So I'm looking at it and I said, you got kids being molded for life by a guy who majored in college in leisure. So I find this hilarious. I tell my wife this, she looks at me and says, Lane is a great man. I said, how do you know? You've never met Lane in your life. Saban hired him. And so I did not know I'd be worshiping a human being that was not, God, or I'd be worshiping somebody that was not God. But Saban is a worshiped figure in her entire family. Okay, then you go to the other side, and they're nuts. They're completely crazy. I find it peculiar that there's a college institution that shows its greatest happiness by throwing toilet paper into a tree and letting it hang down there. And my wife meanly says they didn't know what else to do with it.
Who would you root for during a game?
Okay,
any game?
If I'm watching it with my wife, I root for Alabama because I've been divorced a lot. And if I'm watching it alone on the road, I can root for Auburn because Ann Rivers Siddons is one of my best friends, and she gets bitter. And Patty Callahan Henry is one of my best friends. They become bitter if they hear them, but a turncoat. So I am a natural turncoat, a natural Judas Iscariot. I can go either way, which you cannot do, as you know, in Alabama.